It's the last day of 12 Days of Christmas, and today, the nail art I picked for you, we're going to call Dad's pick. My dad wanted me to do a very traditional set of nails with traditional colors, so I grabbed this plate that Maniology actually came out with last year. We're going to use that for it, and I'll explain why that kind of has special meaning for us and our family. We're going to use Mirage as a base. I'm going to use the color Someday also from I Love Nail Polish. It's a holographic green. It's very pretty. You could use it in the spring or summer as well. It's a beautiful green. And Say Love, because we do need a red for sure. Northern Lights, I don't think I've ever actually even used. I think this was the first time I used it, and it was very good, by the way. I liked it a lot. Straight Up Black, yeah, I never used that. We know that. I also grabbed So Metal from Maniology, and two more. Bam White from Maniology. It's a very nice one if you want a true white. I do like coconut just a tiny bit better, but Bam White is also good. And this color Haunted. It was in with that Mocha Java color that I used on the gingerbread men. And it's a very bronze color, like almost a rusty bronze, like, you know how stuff can turn brown? It's that kind of brown, like a metallic brown, but not chocolatey brown, like a actual metal metallic brown. And this is Mirage after 3 coats, and yes, it did take 3 coats to get full coverage on that. Worth it for this Manny. I wanted this one to really come out since my dad requested it. And we're going to grab these 4 images here on the top row. Now, what's kind of ironic, I guess, and a little bit cool about this is when I was a kid, the hometown that we lived in always put up Christmas decorations on the telephone poles. And one of the decorations was a bell. One was a lantern. One was a candy cane. And one was holly, which is exactly what's on this plate. So that I thought was just too ironic to pass up on. And I wanted to go ahead and use them because it's got good memories of my childhood. Like, I marched in the Christmas parade there in the marching band. You know, that kind of cool stuff. I went back a couple weeks ago and looked at some stuff, and whew, has it changed. Oh, and my husband brought me hot chocolate. Look how lovely and frothy that is, with way too many marshmallows that I ate anyway because it was way good. So, hot chocolate break in the middle. I'm sorry you can't see this on here. I do tilt it in a second. You can see it a little bit better when it's tilted. But what I did was stamp the candy cane in white. That way all I would have to do is go and fill in the red and green on it. And I actually loved how that came out. And then I'm going to grab the rest of the stamps and kind of just go through and do the holly berries on them first. So little tiny tap taps to fill in the berries on all of these images. Y'all, I ruined another dang stamper while I was filming this. I think it was on this one too. Somehow I set it in paint or something and it got the back of it cloudy. And anytime you do that, you can't clean it off because you can't use freaking acetone on it. After I went through and did the holly berries on everything, I went ahead and grabbed the color Someday from I Love Nail Polish and used that to start filling in all the holly leaves and greenery on all of the images. I really wanted to use this image last year. It was staring at me and I was scared of it. That's just the honest truth. You know, when you look at something and you go, I don't know how to do that and make it look good or look right, so you just ignore it and pretend like you don't have it. That's what happened. But it was much easier than I thought it would be to make that come out really cute. And I really like that mistletoe design. It looks like there's strings, kind of like it's tied up and hanging off of strings. It's going to be really cute on my nail. Or the nail, I guess, since I'm still on fake tips for now. And then after that, I went through and colored in the silver bell. And I used that color So Metal for that. And this is what I mean by haunted. Do you see how it kind of has that brownish metallic, it looks like metal when it gets all kind of rusty like an old lantern. I loved it. It was perfect. And I did take just a little bit of that Bam White and tap in on the candle and grabbed a dot of pencils down from the Schools Out collection to give the gas lantern, the candle that's in the lantern, a little glow to it. And what I did there is just went through and put a very thin coat of top coat down and stamped down the mistletoe on the side of the nail like I talked about. We're going to do the candy cane on the next one. Of all these images, the candy cane I think came out the weakest, but it's still really pretty. It just did not photograph well. It's much cuter in person. And the silver bell, they got a little slippy on me. I put a little too much top coat on there. So if you do that, and make sure you let it dry a little bit because it was kind of slipping around on me some. Do the silver bell. There we go. What was the other one? I don't know. The lantern. It was the lantern. And then for the thumb, I'm going to grab these kind of pine needle brushery. Now, I was afraid if I did a darker color on here, a darker green, that it would come out too dark because of the base shade. That does happen sometimes. So I went with the really bright Northern Lights green for it. And the image was too short for the nail, so I just went in and grabbed a couple little extra spots and kind of tapped some more greenery in to make sure it was filled out all the way to the tip of the nail. And this happened on several designs that I've done on these tips, and on some of them I don't mind it because I think it makes the design cuter, believe it or not. But on this one I felt like it needed to be filled in. So any place where there's kind of some bald spots, I'm just going through and pressing down a little bit of that greenery. And then I thought, you know, it's cute, but it doesn't really just stand out as to what it is. So I'm going to go back in and just hand drop in some of the Say Love polish from I Love Nail Polish as a little sets of holly berries. I can't believe I did 12 of these in a row. It's been a long time since I did that. I don't know if you know, but I launched my YouTube channel with 31 days of Halloween. I don't know why I didn't call it 31 nights of Halloween. But yeah, I thought I was going to go crazy after I did that. We are getting close to the end of the video, so I do want to give you some special announcements before I'm gone. My husband is going to read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas on Christmas Eve, so check out that video for sure if you would like to hear a Scotsman read it in a Scots accent. Also, I am going to take a full week off, so I will be back right before New Year with the end of the year favorites and fails, and also, of course, a New Year's Eve manicure for you. So let me know if there's anything you want to see in the upcoming New Year, and I am going to be doing a beginner to advanced series on different nail techniques. So if there's anything you struggle with, make sure you drop me a note below and let me know what that is so I can make a video to help you, because that is why I do this. I want to help make nail art easy on you. I want you to love it and have so much fun with it. So let me know what you need help with below. I will talk to you soon, and until then, Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.